Right, so this video is probably a bit late. The templates have been out for quite a while now, but I've been really busy working and stuff. I haven't really had a chance to play with them, but I wanted to have a little go and see what the templates are all about. Apologies in advance for more than likely a clickbait title to this. I'm probably going to call it something like, you've been using this template wrong or something like that, just to try and get you to watch it. So if that's worked, gutted, sorry about that. But yeah, anyway, this template, this was the most interesting thing that they've done with that template tool. All of the pre-builds and look, I've made this house and look, I've made this castle and all that stuff. They're good builds. The people that have made them are good builders, but quite frankly, I don't really care. I want to build my own stuff. But this is really, really interesting. You probably could create it somehow with lots of different angles and stuff. I bet Fat Dog's probably got a video on how to make circle things, but having the template ready made for you is brilliant. But the only way I've seen it used so far, we play official, and the only places I've seen it used have been kind of as it is. The people are just sticking this down and then building on it best they can, and that's it. You've probably seen Raz Clark's castle wall thing he did. We use this to have lots of different exit points for the wall because of all the different snap points in it. Cool use of it, it works, it does it. But I don't think that's what this is actually intended for. The other use I've seen is people just dumping triangles down inside it like this, so they can kind of build stuff off it and go, look, it's a circle, but they've got these triangles on the inside of it they can build off. Again, it's a good idea to make something work with it, but I don't think it was its intention. So with the premise of the video probably being called, you're using this template wrong. Yeah, you're not. You're using it differently to how I kind of imagine this to be used. But I'll show you what I think this template was used for now. This is unofficial. It's on official server settings. There's going to be like no meshing and stuff. So this will all be achievable on official, but you'll have an even better time on unofficial because of the snap points. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm finding a pillar and building ceilings from it. Just one pillar. And what you'll do is you'll go 4 out, like that. Once you get your 4th one, you can stick a pillar underneath it and remove the other 2. And I've got a couple things that I kind of got an idea of what to do with these. That being the first one. And if you keep linking them, you can build this circle wider. Now, it is what it is. It's a circle template. It's not a circle to really be used as a circle, albeit it can. It's more of a template. It's something to build from. And you can create this outer shape, which will give you a far wider circle from that original one, which is really cool. It doesn't work too badly, even though we're on official settings. But I'll show you a little bit of a downside to it because of the official settings. You'll end up with this little tiny gap at the end here. Now, I did have a plan for how to fill that gap, but it didn't work, so I'll just show you quickly what I tried. Because it does look quite nice, and you get this nice full ceiling to work from. But you get this little gap. Now, I thought I might have got away with chucking 2 pillars in it, but it'll let you do the one lower and the one higher, but it won't let you put 2 together, so you can't close that gap with 2 pillars next to each other, unfortunately. So I developed from this with the walls, and you can pop a wall down and then add a pillar. Now that pillar will now control the wall, so you can remove everything else. We can keep that theme going all the way along, and it does let you mesh the corners, so you can get away with this. And like I said before, this is on an official setting. Make sure you got the right snap point. If you have the wrong wall, it will fall down. So you want to try and get the right snap point on the right wall, and then you can pick these up. And this will give you a nice perfect curve, a wider radius than that little inner circle. Now, I don't know if this has been done and shown before or anything like that. I don't really know. I kind of stay out of the loop a little bit with stuff at the moment because, like I said, I'm quite busy with work. So if this is something someone's already done and already shown, sorry, leave a like and subscribe. But yeah, I imagine someone's probably already done it. But this is just my kind of take on what I think that template was for. I'll just fill in this one extra here. Again, you want to get the right snap point. And then we're left with a curved wall. Yeah, which is pretty cool. There's a nice curve to it as well. And I'm thinking it's probably like dino pens and external walls going around the entire of your base. You can now make these nice ornate curves. But a single wall looks a bit weird, so I'll show you what I did. I showed you that if you put a big ceiling on it, you can't close that gap. Not on official anyway. So I'll just show you what you can do with the small ceilings. So I'm just going to grab some because I didn't bring any with me.
Oh, the quarter ones?
Yeah, you know, the small quarter ones, the ones that turn into triangles. Yeah. And then it gives the wall a bit more of a chunkier feel rather than having this skinny, thin outer wall. Now, there's probably a lot more you can do with what I'm showing here. It's just I've literally just had like 15 minutes to have a look at it and see what I can do with it. But I imagine with a bit more effort and some more creativity and a bit of thought behind it, there's probably quite a bit extra you could do with this. Yeah, I'll show you just what I've been doing. So yeah, I was using the little quarter walls, quarter ceilings, and if you snap 2 to each of the walls, you still have a tiny gap. You can see it there, that tiny gap, but it's small enough that one pillar will fill it rather than needing 2 with the big walls. So you can thicken up the wall a little bit. Add your walls all the way around. And then you've got these gaps. But on official, it will allow you to fill those gaps with pillars so you don't have any weird looking gaps on the outside of your wall. And that looks like this. Now I think that looks awesome. That's a nice outer wall you could do as a perimeter for the base or a dino pen or something like that. And it's a bit chunky because you managed to get the thickness there with that quarter ceiling. I'm quite happy with that. I think that's a nice way of using those original pillars. And then you can just demolish all the pillars in the middle and have it open because they're not actually doing anything.
I need you to make another base now.
No, I'm not. I will actually. I will make a base using this idea. But when, I don't know. But yeah, the other thing I was thinking as well, we'll do one more experiment on this. Now, this I've already planned because I figured it out and then I started recording. But this next one, I don't know if it's going to work. But what we're going to try and do is we might not want to just do a circle. We might want it to span around the edge of a very weird shaped island or edge of a cliff or something. So you might want to do different shapes. So I'm thinking, if you want to come off this, you can now just go straight, as in doing straights. So you can just go straight along, which is cool. Yeah. So you can then go from a curve and have it end up going straight. But what if I wanted to curve back the other way?
I was just going to ask about that.
Yeah, I don't.
Sneaking.
Yeah, we got General Astraeos lag on the go. There we go. Yeah, it is the new Ragnarok. Yeah. Right. Anyway, so yeah, what if you wanted to go back the other way? Now I know it's 4 ceilings until you get to it. So you'd have, let's just double check it, because I think if we come off one of these, you've got 1, 2, 3, and then the edge of the wall. So you're gonna have to go from the edge of the wall, you need to come 3 in. So again, we got lag. Oh, is that the server going down right in the middle of the fucking video? Oh, it's all the fucking time. Yeah, I can't land. Ah, no wonder I don't play very much. It's a fucking nightmare. Yeah, that is the server going down again. Right, we'll pick this back up in about 30, 35 minutes when it comes back. Right, server's back up. Yeah, it's definitely official. I was looking at curving it the other way. So now we've got that curve going around. What if you wanted to curve it the other direction? So just before the server went down, we'd spotted it was 3 squares until the inside of the wall. So what we need to do now is bring it 3.5, because the thickness of our wall is 1/2. We need to come out 1/2. But the ground is getting very close to the pillars here, and it's not going to allow me to place the pillars down. So we need to come up a little bit higher. So we'll do some small walls, and then we need to do our 1/2 thickness of the wall, and then we need to come out our 3, like that. Now we need the template to snap dead center of this. So I'm getting pretty quick at finding this tool and that now. Really, this was like the first day I've even decided to try and use these templates. I was dying to have a go with this, but just didn't have the time. Right, so yeah, we need it there, but we need it underneath. There you go. Right. So there's the snap point. We just double check it. See, it's right there, dead center. Chuck our pillars down. Now, because of the difference in height of the land, this bit of the wall is going to be 1/2 a wall higher, but at the end, once you actually complete the wall all the way around, you can use tall walls and small walls and all sorts of different sizes to make sure they all meet at the right height at the top. So that's not an issue. Right, complete. There we go. Right. So now we've got that set up, we can remove our ceilings because we don't want them to have anything to do with it. We're already over here. And we can start to build from this up to our wall again. Bearing in mind, we are not going to be doing that edge of the wall. We're going to be working on the inside edge of the wall. So it's going to be falling short on purpose. So we now go from this one. We build our 3. And then we come down with our wall, which I want to make blue. So if I want to make it blue, I will do 4, so it snaps on the other edge. Although, what is this one? Yeah, it's a smooth wall, see, so I want to go the other way. Right, so we snap that one down, pop the pillar for support, and then remove them all. And we keep this going off of the new template. Admittedly, this is not a quick task. I'm already regretting the idea of building an entire base like this, but it's interesting and it's different. Right, so now we've got the wall going the other way. I'm just going to go grab some more structures from the base so we can tie those 2 walls together. So I can show you how it all looks as one. Because at the moment it looks like it's gone wrong, but I really hope it hasn't. I would like to say I don't think it has, but it might have. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. So I'm going to go grab some small walls, small ceilings, and big walls. Is it me? Have we lost? No, we haven't lost internet or anything.
No, I'm still on.
What's going on? Why can't I take anything out of that vault? Can I eat? Ah, there we go. There we fucking go. That is ridiculous. That's twice within an hour.
Yeah.
Right, we're back after another server crash, and I think I've got the structures I need. Get some pillows, and then we can go and try and finish the wall. Like, for you guys, this has looked a bit annoying, but it's probably going to hopefully be edited in such a way that it's quite smooth. For me, though, this has been a bloody nightmare. It's taken ages. With the server keeps going down like this, it is taking ages to get this thing done. So yeah, if I do end up building something using this stuff, I'm probably not going to do it on Australis. This server has just gone to crap. Right, here we are. Okay, so now let's make it all link up. Because I can just hear you going, oh no, it's not going to work, look, it's not the right angle. And yeah, I have doubts as well. Oh, look at that. Right, I think that might work. So you can make it go the other way. I really do actually want to build a base for this now, you know. There is a way of making some really cool stuff. It's actually given me a few ideas. What I'm concerned with though is this template's amazing. Really love it. Cracking template. Really useful. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. But what I'm a little bit concerned about is the fact that if I want more new and interesting ones, I'm screwed being on Xbox. Because you can download other people's, let's say Fat Dog comes up with an amazing new thing and a template similar to this for interesting, cool angles and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, thank you very much, that's brilliant, but I can't have it because I'm on Xbox. How do I download and get those awesome templates? These ones have been put in, well this one's been put in because Wildcard put it in there. And now they're like, yeah, but you can go off and download anything you want. But on PC, by the sounds of it, yeah? I don't think we can have them on console. Well, I've seen a little bit of controversy over these templates because there are creators, apparently, making some amazing builds and templates that people want and then putting them behind their Patreon paywall. Honestly, I really don't care about that. Go ahead. It's fine, you know. If you can't follow a build tutorial and you actually need the template, then just fork over a month of Patreon, get what you want, and you know, be happy about it. I don't got no problem with that. But let's say you're a console player and you still wanted their templates. How does that even work? How do you get them? Because you might have signed up to Patreon to get the template and then you can't download it. I have no idea. So if you know how to actually download templates onto console, please let me know, because after playing around with these circles, I'm actually a massive fan of this within reason. I don't want a whole build, but these little templatey things, I absolutely love them. So yeah, I'm a big fan if we can get hold of more of these. But I feel like they're going to be PC only, and then unfortunately probably paywall only as well from the people that are putting the effort in, which I think is fair, to be honest. Like I said, they're putting the effort in, but it'd just be a shame if console can't get them. Yeah. The only other thing I could think of is, let's say you've got someone you know with a template, a really cool one like this pillar one, and they're on PC. They'd have to join your tribe, build it, then you could template it again. So you'd have to go through all the effort of re-templating it to then store it onto yours, and I guess maybe you could do it that way on console. Or they could come into your single player. Yes, you could join a game with them, they could come into your single player. That way you wouldn't have to affect your official tribe or anything like that. You come into your single player, build it on that, then you could re-template it, and I think the template saves across the board. It'd save on your official then as well, I think. So that might work. But yeah, anyway, enough rambling about templates. This is what I think those circles were meant for. And as you can see, you can create nice curved walls, and you could snake it around anywhere. You could do a small bit of angle. Admittedly, you are going to be taking some time because you'd have to do like a slight curve and then you want to come back the other way or go into straights and things. You're constantly having to put down that circle of pillars. But the principle's there. I think that is how you're meant to use those circle templates. So just a quick one. That's it with all of the pillars and the original templates removed. I wasn't going to do this bit, but I thought someone is going to mention it. So yeah, just before you are writing a comment going, oh, I bet once you remove the pillar, it all goes down. No, it doesn't. It's not connected. It's on its own pillars. There you go, look. Just in case. So yeah, if you got this far in the video, thank you very much. And tell Rasclark I'm asking about him. I just really want to play with Rasclark, you know.
You do.
Yeah, since he's been on official, I've probably been fanboying. The guy's killing it on official as well. I'm really enjoying the videos. So yeah, tell him I say hi. Right, hopefully we might have another build video coming soon. The Australia space is almost finished. So yeah, click like and subscribe, and then we will hopefully have another build video for you as well.
Get the bell on.